everyone, Joshua Hanlon here, and today I'm at Bricks and Minifigs Detroit, and I'm with Jody. He is going to be taking us around this whole store and showing us off a lot of the cool products and awesome stuff that they have for sale and on display here at the store. Launch on in here with the store, starting with the iconic bulk brick. So how many of these tables do you have laid out here?
Sure. Everybody loves bulk bricks. It's one of our most popular things. 2, 4, 6 bulk tables. One of those is full of Bionicle parts. We dedicate one table to fully Bionicle parts. Within our tables here, we got some obviously loose bricks. Believe it or not, gray is our most popular color.
This is the Star Wars battle pack here.
It's one of the few colors we actually do try to take a little bit of time to separate, just because everybody loves gray and everybody needs gray. Star Wars people love gray. City people love gray. Castle people love. I mean, it's the most popular color we have. So that's why we do try to take a little bit of time to at least separate some to give people a better opportunity to dig for particular pieces they're looking for. Bionicle parts here, of course, are minifig in a ball. Every Bricks and Minifig store pretty much, I believe, has one of these. We like to take it to the next level, though. We not only have minifigs in here, we like to put other cool stuff in there that, you know, like we have treasure chest balls, we have food balls.
You got the gold.
Super cool gold. I mean, how rare are those?
Little Lego Masters gold brick action.
Absolutely. Just, you know, weaponry, premium weaponry, just all kinds of neat stuff aside from the usual minifigures.
Right.
Yeah, we try to take it to the next level here with not only our ball figs, but with everything we do. We try to take it not only normal, we try to make it a little bit better.
I love
everything
that.
We do. Like even our base plates over here, we try to take it to the next level. We try to have retired stuff. I mean, we got our retired lunar plates. We got these old school thick ramp base plates. And of course your normal road plates, printed base plates, thicker base plates. You know, of course your standard larger gray base plates as well. So
something for everybody.
Absolutely. We try to have a little bit of everything for everybody because we are a destination place. We get customers from basically all over the Midwest. We get people from Canada. We get people from the Upper Peninsula, from Ohio, from Indiana, from Illinois, from Chicago. I had a guy from New York come the other day. He drove 6 hours to get here. So
wow.
Yeah, so when I hear stories like that, I want to make it my mission, and it is our mission, to absolutely have the coolest store somebody could possibly come to. And when they get here, if they take that trouble to come to our store, I want them to say, wow, this was totally worth the effort. And I think we kind of do accomplish that for the most part.
Yeah, that's a great perspective to have. I like your Bionicle table here as well. I know a lot of the stores say that it's actually difficult for them to keep a lot of that in stock and that's very popular.
Yeah, because when a Bionicle person comes in, boy, they're going to just, they're going to ravage that table. But that's good to have. I mean, everybody got their own thing with Lego. Some people are Bionicle people. Some people are brick builders. But yeah, we love our Bionicle people just like everybody else.
Perfect. And I know we've got a lot of sealed sets around here as we kind of make our way back to this really fantastic creation back here. So what can you tell us about this?
So this area right here, when we first started the store 8 years ago, we're one of the original Bricks and Minifig franchises. Our store is 8 years old now. When we decided to start the store, I wanted to dedicate a space for our great customers. So normally, this is a space that I allow our customers to show off some of their fantastic builds, but because it is only a little bit of time before Brick World, that we use this space to create our creation. So this is what we're going to do and show at Brick World this year in a couple days. It's the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. And the beauty of this is this was actually a true store creation. Everybody that's employed in the store had a hand in creating this. It wasn't just me, it wasn't just our store manager, it was everybody. Everybody had a little bit of a say in how it was built, and we think it turned out pretty cool. We like it.
It's a fantastic model. I love to see this type of architecture being tackled with Lego. It's not something you see very often done with bricks, so I think this is really cool and a lot of really neat features there, and just the little details like the gardens and all the greenery hanging down. I think that's great.
Absolutely. And the neatest part about this is because we buy, sell, and trade every day, obviously, as a Bricks and Minifigs, a lot of this stuff is just from old Harry Potter sets that came in. I mean, you can probably recognize some of those Harry Potter pieces in there, the corner pieces, some of the ramps.
There's a lot of tan. A lot of tan in Harry Potter.
Absolutely. So it came in perfect. It was an absolutely fun build and came in handy with all the Harry Potter. And I myself and my employees got a kick out of building it. It was a lot of fun.
Now, in addition to the very colorful walls, which is always great to see at the Bricks Minifig stores, you've got posters and cool decorations up all over. So have those come in from purchases, or where does a lot of that come from?
Well, the movie posters, I have a neighbor that works at MJR.
Oh.
So I get the movie posters from them when they're fortunate enough to have something cool enough to, that would fit my store. The other stuff has just been accumulated throughout the years. Some of these old posters, the Lego posters, I can't remember the last time Lego actually did a poster included with some of their sets. So they just come in once in a while, or from my personal collection that I've had here or there. And when we get a cool one and think it'll look good, we put it up.
And then you've got obviously a ton of the sealed sets here. So what's your approach in terms of kind of what you're able to keep in stock and the selection in the store here?
Well, my ultimate goal, like I said, is I want to have the coolest store that somebody could possibly come to when it comes to Lego. So I try to have a huge variety of things, just as much as I could possibly have. I don't like empty spaces on my shelves or in the store anywhere. I mean, as you see, I try to keep it as full as possible. Sometimes it's a challenge. I mean, that's the way. Lego is having some shipping issues now and supply chain issues, so sometimes it can be a little difficult keeping the store stocked, but we do the best we can, and I think we do a pretty good job. Plus, I like to accumulate things. We have a huge back stock of stuff, so I can pretty much always make sure we have a really, really good selection of stuff, because that's, again, I want to have the store where you can come to it and say, wow.
Right.
And just find something. Even if it's not the particular exact thing that you're looking for, maybe you see something along the way like, oh man, I forgot I wanted that, or I need this, something like that.
Perfect.
So, I mean, we try to keep it as best we can. We think we have a pretty good selection of currently available stuff and retired stuff. In fact, I like to think we specialize in the retired stuff. Even though our brand new selection of currently available stuff is pretty awesome, our brand new selection of retired things is also pretty awesome. I mean, you'll see stuff here that's retired and basically throughout the entire Lego universe from across all themes, pretty much. So we try to keep it as broad as possible with just a huge selection of everything.
That's really unique, yeah. To have retired sealed sets, because you'll find that stuff used a lot, but to have it still sealed is really cool.
Absolutely,
as well.
yeah. I mean, who doesn't love coming across that set from your childhood, or from 20 years ago, or even from just 5 years ago, where it's like for whatever reason you just missed out on it, and before you know it, Lego did one of their moves and it's retired. Like,
one of their moves.
I missed it. Because I mean, they're famous for that. It's like they'll just retire something.
You never know.
Sometimes their stuff sticks around for 5 years, a little bit too long, maybe some people might say, and then other times they retire stuff too early. So that's where we come in. Mm-hmm. We can help out with those unfortunate situations, and hopefully we'll have something you're looking for.
I also noticed these mosaics up on the wall here as well, so some more nice kind of custom decorations.
Absolutely, I created those.
Great.
Before Lego was doing mosaics.
Before it was
doing
cool.
Those. Yeah, a couple of my favorite things, of course, who doesn't love Marilyn Monroe, and my favorite Disney princess, Princess Leia. She is a Disney princess now, and then, some of the more adult fare with The Godfather and Jack Nicholson there. And this is something over here that we're really, really proud of. This is one of our most popular areas here, because there are a bunch of specialty pieces that Lego makes. So if we put them out there in the bulk, they'll get picked out immediately, which is fine, because sometimes they are out there. But we also try to have them separate here for the people who are just looking for those particular pieces. I mean, greenery, support pieces. I call them bricks. Who doesn't love the bricks?
Yeah.
Spiral staircases, our custom printed things that we have printed at the main office. Just all kinds of neat little pieces that everybody seems to need at one point or another, because, you can only do so much with, 1x6s and 1x4s. Sometimes you need those special pieces to give your build that little bit of extra oomph or structure. Or we try to have a cool selection of specialty pieces here. And then, of course, we have our other cool stuff here, Lego luggage tags and lights and all kinds of neat things. I try to have a good variety of stuff for customers that take the trouble to come see us. So
Yeah.
I want them to be happy when they come.
And I think this is one of the real highlights of the Bricks and Minifigs stores compared to kind of buying Lego online is you're able to come in and find that exact specific specialized piece and see it in person and be able to pick it up right here on the spot. I think that's a real big value for the community there.
No doubt, absolutely. And what I love about this is not only that, but sometimes seeing those like super cool, like older pieces that you may not see anymore, like these pieces. How cool are these pieces? Those pieces are just amazing. The printed pieces, they got a nice slope to them to give you a little bit of an angle. They're big to give you that structure and support. You know, and windows. Who doesn't need more windows? You always need windows and doors and these, you know, printed windows. You know, how cool are those? Even though it's Friends. It's still, you know, those Friends is, may not be my favorite theme, but it has lots of cool pieces and lots of cool colors and all kinds of stuff like that. So even that serves its purpose.
Yeah.
You know, and of course your iconic helmets and stuff, people love those. We try to have a pretty good variety of those as well. And actually though, which kind of leads us into this area here, which is probably our most popular area, and we're really proud of this, is our Star Wars selection. We have a ton of really great Star Wars sets. But again, you'll see brand new stuff currently available along with retired stuff. I mean, we try to have a really good mix of currently available and retired, and just, we want people to be amazed when they come into our store.
I also got to point out this castle here, the important part of my childhood right here as well represented.
Awesome.
I love this right here.
I mean, how cool is that? I mean, with the old school flip up box, you know, it's we call it our certified set. So we've gone through the index and verified. Well, the sets this old didn't have an index, so we've gone through the Bricklink index.
Yeah.
And verified that every single piece is there with that super cool big old base plate. Who doesn't love that base plate? Yeah, that's I mean, it's one of the best parts about owning the store is when cool stuff comes in like that. We actually have an entire case over there full of iconic, classic.
Oh, this is my section
yeah,
here. I didn't see this when I
mean,
first came in. This is
see?
awesome.
See?
Yeah.
That's the reaction I'm looking for. I mean, old school castle stuff, old school pirate stuff, just all kinds of
The
neat
ghosts.
things.
You got the
Yes,
ghosts there.
absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Yep. And then, you know, not only that, but generally this section over here, we try to have lots of other cool stuff as well, or generally we have trains over here. We don't have a lot of train stuff going on right now, but that's usually what that case
Adventures
is.
is a lot cooler than trains anyway.
Oh, you better be careful with that. The train people might have an
They
issue
do.
with that.
The train people are intense.
Yes, that is for sure. And that's why we don't have much trains right now. 'Cause
Yeah.
when they do come in, I mean, it sells like really, really quickly. Especially if we get one of those old school train motors. Those are really, really hard to come by, the 9-volt motors and stuff like that. So when we get them in, we try to put them out as quickly as we can because our customers are definitely looking for them. Then, of course, our Bionicle and Hero Factory section over here. You know, we try to keep not only a selection of Bionicle parts, but built Bionicles as well. You know, it does have their dedicated following.
For sure, yeah. Mm-hmm. And then lots of Friends stuff over here.
Yeah,
the
we have
left.
Friends and Elves over there. And as you'll see up top there, we have a lot of brand new, retired, not retired, just cool stuff that we'd like to offer because a little bit of everything for everybody.
We need to point out the absolute epitome of Lego design up there with the time twisters, I think it was called, up there in the left.
Yeah. I mean, I'm almost embarrassed to show that one. But hey, that was a dark time in Lego history. But
Certainly a unique time.
Yes, absolutely.
But your selection here is incredible, especially the medieval castle stuff you have on display here is so cool. So I love that.
Thank you. I appreciate that. We strive to have the coolest stuff around. And as you'll see, this whole section over here is just all of our traded in stuff. We have a pretty good selection of traded in things, I believe. Again, from currently available to way, way, way retired.
Yeah, I mean, you've got so much on display here, and there's even multiple levels. So you've got like the smaller window. This I think of as like the kids' window down here. So it's very nice eye level for the kids.
Yeah, a little bit more eye level for them there. Yeah, absolutely. And then another thing we're super proud of is our more high dollar sets up top there. A lot of really, really cool stuff. That's all brand new stuff up there. You know, that we're pretty proud of. That, I mean, come on, who doesn't love the Rogue Shadow up there?
Yeah,
I mean, brand new. Brand
The
new
giant
in the
sand
box.
crawler.
Yes, absolutely. So
Then you got all sorts of good stuff down here like pirate ships and the Milano.
absolutely.
Yeah, anything you could want, you come in here, you can find something usually. Is that like an old Mars mission set
Absolutely.
there? Yeah, wow.
Yeah,
You
we
don't see that.
get it all. We see everything in here. And along the lines of stuff that we really, really try to showcase is obviously our minifigures. We are Bricks and Minifigs. We have a huge, just minifigs are key. And we love to have as many minifigures as possible from across the whole spectrum from the Lego universe. You got Harry Potter, you got customs. We got our cool custom figures here. I love
You got to have the Detroit
and the
themed.
Michigan
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, and we try to have, I want people to come into our store and find stuff that they're not going to see anywhere else. So that's what we try to accomplish here. I want them to be amazed. I want them to come in and say, wow, this is absolutely amazing. I've never seen this before. And that's really our main goal, is to have not only that reaction, but have them be pleasantly surprised at our prices as well. We strive to have really, really fair prices, and we do our best to make that happen. Our unique case over here with animals and Minecraft and SpongeBob. We've dedicated an entire case to Harry Potter figures, along with our series figure Harry Potter over here. Then we even have a whole tower dedicated to Ninjago. Ninjago is super popular.
Yeah.
It's as far as figures go, from our perspective, it's very, very popular. I would say Ninjago, right after Star Wars and series figures and superheroes, I'd say Ninjago is right after that.
Yeah, Ninjago I know has definitely a dedicated core fan base there.
Absolutely.
For sure. Yeah.
And there's some really super cool figures in there as well. Like a lot of neat figures with a lot of neat things going on with them.
Very, very cool stuff. And then you've got some more sealed stuff to the right here.
Yeah, we try to, again, I don't like empty space. So we try to fill up our spaces with as possible with all kinds of neat stuff that we possibly can. Which leads us right over into this section here this is probably, we're really, really, again, super proud of our Star Wars selection here. Not only of our brand new stuff and our traded in stuff, but also our series figures. Or not our series figures, our Star Wars individual figures. We got a really, really super good collection here, featuring Clone Army customs even, just all kinds of neat stuff. Again, currently available and retired figures. Yeah, we're really proud of this case here. People love Star Wars.
Yeah, I mean, you get Star Wars fans coming in, they want to, I'm sure, to have a great selection and want to be able to find that specific. There's so many minifigs within the Star Wars universe that you've got people, I'm sure, coming in looking for some of everything.
Absolutely, yeah, and it's almost problematic because the Lego Star Wars universe is so huge and so large, and sometimes people come in looking for that, we must get asked, 10 times a week, hey, you got Captain Rex? No, we don't have, sometimes we do, but usually when he comes in, he sells like immediately.
Really?
And stuff like that. So, yeah, that rare stuff does come in all the time, but you just got to catch us on that right day to find the good and rare stuff. But that's not to say we don't have a lot of good and rare stuff right now, because we do. It's just, there's so much good and rare stuff that, it switches and changes throughout the weeks and months and days.
Yeah. Speaking of good and rare stuff, you can see one of your employees hard at work back here on an old Lord of the Rings set there, which is something you don't see that often.
That's right. Yeah. In fact, Colin is hard at work at Helm's Deep there. He is our resident Lord of the Rings expert.
There you go. You got to have the knowledgeable employees. I mean, there's so many different themes and so many different IPs that Lego has worked with.
Yes, absolutely. And Lord of the Rings is one of those, Lord of the Rings / Hobbit, one of those themes that, why did they stop it so soon?
Yeah.
We still get asked for that stuff all the time. Like, hey, you got any Lord of the Rings stuff? Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't, because it just depends. It's one of those things. It's a retired theme, and it's not like I can just call up Lego and say, hey, ship me some more Lord of the Rings set, because it's just not going to happen. So when stuff like that comes in, we're very happy when stuff like that happens, because that's going to be, not only are people going to love to see it because it's a super cool set and looks great, there's somebody out there, there's a Lord of the Rings fan out there that's been dying to get that set, and they're going to be super happy when they see it built.
I want to point out the discount tower as well here, which is always great to see for the less expensive items. I know you mentioned how cool it is to have like the big expensive sealed sets, but that's just not feasible for a lot of people.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's why we have the discount tower, because I want to have a pleasant experience for our customers. And in my opinion, that means having lots of different price points for people. So we have all the way from $3 to $10 is our most expensive discount tower item. Of course, to the more expensive
stuff.
I mean, as Lego fans, as we all are, we know Lego can be expensive. That's just the nature of Lego. So that's why I like to have discount tower stuff too, to give people that opportunity to only spend a couple bucks if that's all they want to spend. And let's face it, sometimes when parents come in with their kids, sometimes they give them a limit. Say, okay, your limit's $5. You can always find something for $5 or less at our store.
And then you've got the collectible minifigs. Is that what all these cases are?
Well, this case right here, this is dedicated to CMFs. This is our CMF case. Colin, again, is our resident CMF expert. This is, if you see something wrong in this case, it's his fault. But we do our absolute best to make sure all these figures are perfect and awesome. And we have figures going all the way back to Series 1 to the most current. And we try to keep this as full as possible. We even got Simpsons down there. We got the Muppets. We got some Mario down there. Yeah, just all of your collectible, your CMF blind bags are going to be right in here.
Great stuff. I love seeing all those lined up there and just seeing that they've done so many of those, with like hundreds now to keep track of, but they're incredible to look at.
Yeah, it's actually a challenge. It's one of our most challenging things that we face here whenever they release a new series. We have to try to find room. It's like, okay, where are we going to put this series? So we have to try to figure out where we're going to rearrange things and do things and figure out a way to put them, which is why we've had, we've gone up. We've done some things in our cases up here, like with our Harry Potter and stuff, and our Marvel CMFs down here. We even have cool custom figures here from Minifig Me. You got your Rick and Morty and the Dude and all kinds of neat stuff. Lord of the Rings figures here. Another case that we're really super proud of over here is our military case. We're actually not too far from Selfridge Air Force Base here, so our military presence in this area is fairly substantial. So we try to have a nice military case, and people absolutely love this case. This case here is 99% stocked by a company called Battle Bricks. They do a really, really fantastic job. We love working with them. Really super cool figures. And of course, you got some Brick Arms things in there as well. And not only do we have cool military stuff over here, but we kind of passed it down over there on the opposite side of our specialty part wall. We have all of our cool Brick Arm stuff and Brick Forge and our unique things like that.
Yeah, I love seeing these things that like Lego doesn't make it all, and so it's something very different, very unique for people to come in and check out. I imagine, are a lot of people surprised when they come in and see these types of figures that work with Lego?
Absolutely. Yeah, it's one of the main questions we get. People will ask, are these Lego? Well, yes and no. Obviously they're Lego parts, but they're custom printed. So
right.
Yes, they're Lego parts, but no, they're not official Lego. Because when it comes to anything military related, Lego is going to kind of shy away from stuff like
I do love how you've partnered up the Indiana Jones stuff with this, though, because that's always the theme that's thrown out there when Lego says, oh, we don't do military, and everyone's like, well, what about Indiana Jones?
Yes.
So I love how you put these together.
It's like you really can't reconcile that. You actually had World War II planes in your sets.
Right.
So...
that's great, yeah.
And it kind of fits in with the military vibe, so that's kind of why we have those over there. And, Indiana Jones is one of those themes where it comes in here or there. We try to do our best to have lots of cool stuff, and Indiana Jones certainly fits that bill.
And then you had some displays we didn't hit on earlier over here. I wanted to walk over. Something that caught my eye is these R2-D2 builds down here. So what are those from?
So those are actually a custom build. Those were built by a customer of ours. They're based on the Ultimate Collector R2 model, where it's just a little bit of color swapping, and he makes some cool, unique pieces. Shout out to Marty for doing those. Those are his builds. Yeah, he's going to be at Brick World this weekend, too, showing off some of his stuff. Yeah, this is a lot of cool stuff we're really proud of in here. Like, we got our cool sealed ship there going way back. Your Luke's lightsaber there. your Bespin Duel, your hard to find Bespin Duel, a couple Black Friday giveaways, an employee gift even.
Yeah, the Ninjago employee gift there. Wow, all sorts of good rare stuff.
Specialty Bricklink sets that are super hard to come by. Of course, your iconic Disney Castle. That's I believe that's retiring this year, I think. Not super positive on that, but yeah, I mean, what a great build that is.
How popular are the architecture sets in the store?
They're okay.
Yeah.
They're middle of the road sellers for us. Again, kind of like Bionicle, they have a dedicated following. Some people just, that's all they like to do is the
I love them. I collect as many as we can, but we've traveled so much to Lego shows and stuff that it's really cool to get sets that represent a lot of that. But
sure,
I know
absolutely.
for a lot of people, they're looking for more of the play sets or the IP stuff.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of play value
Right.
to them, but as far as like detailing and looking cool, I mean, they fit those bills, I think, yeah. So it's one of those things where we try to have cool stuff. Like we even have a brand new Villa Savoy in there.
Yeah.
You know, I believe that's one of the Frank Lloyd Wright sets. You know, that's brand new. How often do you see that? So the architecture stuff definitely does have its fan base, for sure.
Perfect. Well, this store looks fantastic here. So do you sell any of this stuff online if people can't make it in person, or how does that work?
We actually don't do anything online.
Okay.
We prefer the in-person experience. We get asked a lot if we will ship and do stuff online. It's something I probably will have to evaluate in the future. But as of now, we don't do anything online. We just we like the in-store personable experience.
What is your general online presence like in terms of social media and that sort of thing? Can people find info online, and where can they find more about the store?
Of course, we have our Facebook page, Bricks and Minifigs Detroit. We do a little bit of Google advertising in our Google page and that kind of stuff. So yeah, I would check out our Facebook page.
Perfect. Yeah. Well, we'll make sure to have a link to that in the description below for everyone watching. But if you're in the Detroit area, maybe you've come in for the Brick World show or for any reason at all, make sure you come check out this store because the selection here is fantastic and there's so many cool current and older and used sets like you were pointing out to come check out in the store. So it's a really great experience. Thanks so much for showing us around today.
Yeah, thanks for coming out. I appreciate it. I hope you had a good time and it was a pleasure showing off the store.